Well, frankly, I'd rather spin myself a new name. But this is the story of Rumpelstiltskin, as told by me, Rumpelstiltskin. Aye, you guessed it. Me name's Rumpelstiltskin. And I know. Horrible name, isn't it? Impossible to spell. But I'm not sure what my mother was thinking when she gave it to me. Thankfully, she always called me Al. So did everyone else. I thought I could keep my name a secret forever. But boy, I was wrong. Let me start at the beginning. I'm a travelling gold spinner. I go door to door, all around the kingdom, and I spin straw into gold. It's not hard, really. All it takes is a bit of science and a bit of practice. Or people pay me oodles of cash, because everyone loves gold. One day, as I was passing by the king's castle, I heard someone crying. I poked my head through the window. Inside, on a pile of straw, sat a young maiden. "What's wrong?" I asked. "If the king ordered me to spin this straw into gold," she wailed. "And if I don't, I'll die." "Wait, you're in luck," I said. "I know, but my skills got a prize." "No, I could pay you with me necklace," the maiden said. Well, I would have rather had cash, but I accepted. While I worked, the maiden told me a long story about her father. He was boy wanting to look important, so he told the king his daughter could turn straw into gold. Well, she can't. But when I finished spinning, the maiden gave me a necklace, and away I went. The next day, I heard her sobbing again. It was the same maiden. This time, however, she was in a much bigger straw-filled room. "The king was ever so pleased with the gold," she said. "But now he wants even more. And if I don't spin all of this..." Okay, I said. "What will you give me if I help you?" "Well, I can pay you with me ring," she said. So I spun a straw into gold, I took the ring, and I went home. The following afternoon, I heard the maiden weeping again. She sat in an enormous room, packed wall to wall, floor to ceiling with straw. The king would marry her, she explains, if she spun all of this straw into gold. "I beg you to help me, dear sir," she said. "I want to be queen, but I've nothing left to give you." That's when I got thinking. I always wanted kids, but I didn't have a girlfriend or a wife. I travelled too much. Plus, I'd have to put my real name on a marriage licence, and I wouldn't want to do that. "You can pay me later," I told the maiden. "How about your firstborn son?" Yes, of course, I'll give you anything," she said. I spun every last bit of straw in that room into gold. Then I went back to my cottage and I thought about what a great dad I'll be someday. Life went on. I travelled far and wide, spinning straw until my fingers hurt. And about a year later, I returned home. Newspapers had piled up on my doorstep, and right on top was a picture of the maiden, now the queen, holding a super cute baby. "Woohoo!" I cried. "It's time to collect me payment." The queen looked surprised to see me. "What was your name again?" she asked. And I ignored the question, and I asked for the baby. "Certainly not," she said, and I reminded her of her promise. But she just hugged the baby tightly and babbled on about feeding times and teething pains and how she loved her boy and she couldn't give him up, blah, blah, blah. "Well, fine," I said. "You guess my name in 3 days and you can keep your baby. And I'll warn you, it's a very unusual." "I've got it," the queen told me the next day. "Your name is Caspar." I shook my head. "Melchior?" "Nope." "Balthazar? Ichabod? Ulysses?" I said. The second day she guessed. "Sheepshank? Ribs of beef? Leg of lamb?" "No," I said, "not even close, and tomorrow's your last chance." And that night I danced with glee. The queen would never guess my name. I even sang a little song. "Ho, ho, ho, only I know. Hear my laugh, see my grin. My name is Rumpelstiltskin." On the third day, the queen asked, "Is your name Puffernutt? Lumperglump? Smear and shear? Lollypoodle? Very creative, I told her, but no. And she smiled. Is it Rumpelstiltskin? Me jaw dropped. It's not possible. How in the world did you ever... What are ya? A mind reader? She grinned and cuddled a baby. What a bummer. What about the toys I bought? The nursery I painted? I stopped my foot hard and it went right through the floor. And when I tried to pull it out, my leg came off. It came off. I did learn a couple of important lessons from my venture. Get paid right away and only take cash. And the worst part, now everybody calls me Rumpelstiltskin instead of Al. My secret's out, and it can't fit my name on my business cards. Although, I guess it's still better to be called Rumpelstiltskin than Lollypoodle. Eh?